keep some racks inside my reach. Get lonely.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Hey, Stan, by this point of the season, what can a coach reasonably expect from his players?
Well, first of all, Kevin, I don't know any coaches who are reasonable. But as far as what to expect...
I always thought you were reasonable, by the way.
Well, thank you very much. So did I, but my players didn't. So... but we can expect players to execute the system that you have in place. They are professional athletes, and if they don't understand what they're doing or can't execute it, you can't play them.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Got a piece of it, and they get it back. And it's Davis missing. Here's Money. Back to Weber. Here's Money. Weber, the pass to Money. Here's the Prophet. Pass to Weber. Here's the Prophet with the drive. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Hill left side. Miller outside. Over to the wing. From the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
Number 23.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Money. Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Davis. The Prophet with the bucket. The Prophet's got his second bucket of the game to go. Now, here is Miller. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. To the right side. Here's Lampley. It's blocked.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Here's the Prophet. His last outing, he had 8 points. Over to the left wing. Weber kicks to Collins. Pass to Money. Out to the right wing. Here's the Prophet. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
Well, a sharp start for them. 3 of 4 from the field.
Outside, Davis. That shot off the mark. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The Prophet passes to Weber. Here's the Prophet. And it goes down 2 points. The Prophet's got 6.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Mr. Fundamentals check in for Weber. Well, a chance to check out some stats for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
To halt the run, misses the layup. Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's guarded by Thomas. Mr. Fundamentals passes to the Prophet. Pass to Collins. Here's the Prophet. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Thomas covering. Shot by Mr. Fundamentals. No good. And here is Davis. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And that one, good. He has 5.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Here's Lampley, and he lays it straight in.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Money passes to Bottoms. And that one is off.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Coming onto the floor for the away team.
Gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Outside, Davis. It's rebounded by Bottom.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that back.
Good on the triple.
Number 3.
Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now Davis. His last outing, he had 8 points. Deep 2 from Hill. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The Prophet passes to Collins. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The Prophet passes to Collins. Three-pointer on the way. He can't get that one. Getting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Here's Lampley. Misses the step-back jump shot. Gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Collins passes to Bottoms. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. The 3 from Hill. Mr. Fundamentals grabs the board. Gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Here's the Prophet. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Lampley. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
Pass to Money. Here's the Prophet. Out to the right wing. Here's Collins. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Tries the spin move. Macon gets the bucket.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And that does it for the first quarter. Leading by... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
They've got Bottoms. Rubber is out there with Dorton. It's Mr. Fundamentals, and it's Price in at the center position. Thomas kicks to Washington. Pass to Thomas. Washington with it. On the wing, Miller. Now, here's Washington. And here is Thomas. Here's Newman, guarded by Price. Newman with the bucket.
from Lampley.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. They've got Newman. Thomas is out there with Washington. Then it's Miller. A pass to Mr. Fundamental. Back to Price. It's tipped and stolen by Thomas. To the middle. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Here's the Prophet. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Smith against Weber. Screen by Smith. Here's Lampley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Stan, I can talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star, very difficult.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
The Prophet grabs the board. The Prophet's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the foul goes on the Magician. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's the Prophet. 12 points for him. And he gets the bucket.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here's Lampley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generations. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
Shot by Collins, no good. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Thomas. It's deflected. Here's Bottoms. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shoots from 14. A shot, no good. Pass to Thomas. Here's Hill. Puts up a 3. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Hill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
To the inside. Outside for Thomas. At 3 off the mark. Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Bottoms the pass to the Prophet. Out left to the wing. Here's Money. Drains the three-pointer. Money's got 6. Gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Making the pass to Hill. Takes it off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
A floater, count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
And now it's time to look at our rookie leaderboard and see which of the first-year players are tops in assists during the last month. Look at the Prophet, top 5 in the NBA, and his teammates love him. And, of course, Bottoms. He really does a great job leading his team. Such an unselfish player.
Playing unselfishly, and they're way ahead as far as processing the game and making decisions offensively. The past month bears that out.
Miller up on top. Pass to Hill. Now Miller. Fades.
Away team foul. Hill. First personal foul. First team foul.
Gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. The Prophet passes to Collins. Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Davis. It's Collins with the drive. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Miller outside. The kick out to Hill. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Here's the Prophet. He's got 16. Grabber outside. Pass to the Prophet. No good on the 3. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Miller against Collins. Miller with the ball. Outside Davis. Now Miller. Outside Davis. Miller outside. Pass to Hill. They could use a bucket. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
It's stolen by Davis. Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Lampley. No good from outside. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Up by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to Central Court. Drums, please. And measuring up.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're in the top 5, which has shocked a lot of folks. This roster looks great,
And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the home team.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
and the defense has tried to pack it in a little, but those guys just keep coming.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at the Prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
They've They've got the Prophet. Money out there with Bottoms. Then it's Collins, and it's Weber in at the 3, the small forward. Gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Pass to the Prophet. Collins against Miller. Here's the Prophet. Here's Bottoms, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Bottoms got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
We've got Weber. Bottoms is out there with Money. Then it's the Prophet, and it's Collins in at the 2 guard. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Bottoms. Bottoms got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Prophet passes to Money. Here's the Prophet. He's got 16. Takes a 3. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. That's tipped. Here's Lampley. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, they get one to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Money passes to Bottoms. Here's Money. He's got 6. Pass to Weber. Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Davis. Here's the Prophet. It's good from long range. The Prophet's got 19 points.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Miller, the pass to Hill. To the middle. Here's Davis. Lays it up off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Hill. First in shooting percentage, and he's 3rd in the league in rebounding. Just a tremendous motor. He is always in pursuit of the ball.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Weber outside. Here's the Prophet. He's got 19. Here's Bottoms. Sinks that one from the post. Bottoms got 4 points in the quarter.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Outside, Davis. And good that time. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. The Prophet passes to Bottoms. Weber outside. Pass to Collins. Here's Bottoms. Right wing. Here's Money. He has 6. Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Davis. Bottoms, the pass to the Prophet. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Puts the move on. They get it back. Here's Hill. Weber pulls it in. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. From 15 feet away, and that's good off the glass that time. Bottoms got 10 points in the game.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Timeout.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games.
I mean, great teamwork and great schemes at both ends of the floor. You're seeing that from each of these clubs, and this is what defense is all about.
Basket good.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Back to Doherty from deep. No good on the shot. Gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Washington passes to Macon. Money with the rebound. Gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Meyer. Offensive rebound. He can't hit that time. At 36% on the night, they've got to step it up offensively. Washington passes to Macon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Washington with it. Pass to Newman. Inside. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Clearly a foul.
The first one falls. That one is no good. Gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And it's Washington missing. Being around 40% in the third. Maybe settling for some less than ideal looks out there. Doherty, no luck.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Woods can't get it to drop. Being at 51%, really solid. Here's Bottoms. And the rejection by Smith. From deep, hands it from downtown. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Doherty outside. And that one's on target from the wing. Gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Now, here's Washington. Here's Lampley. Plays it up and banks it in. 11 points in the game.
Washington.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Doherty out there at Price. And there's Bottoms. And it's Smith. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 1. Being under 40% all in all for the game. Here's Lampley. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
DJ is checked in for Smith. On the free throw, no good. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the head coach of the home team had some words for the team during the break. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Smith outside. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Weber, the pass to Bottoms. Outside Collins. Here's Bottoms. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul, first team foul.
Oh, good on that one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. The Prophet passes to Bottoms. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul, second team foul.
On Sunday, and then on Thursday. And he can't get the first one.
Number 30, taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second.
And crucially, he did enough there to make it a 2-possession game.
Thomas surveying the D. Here's Woods. No good there off the double clutch.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
The Prophet passes to Weber. Here's the Prophet. He's guarded by Thomas. Pass to Bottoms. That's a 2 from Smith. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Here's the Prophet. Here's Bottoms. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls. They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Out to the wing. Lampley, guarded by Price. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Here's Ware. Pass to Hill. In the corner, Smith with it. Now here is Hill, and that's a foul called on Bottoms. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
So that brings him up to 4 fouls, so he's forced to hold himself back a little now, which may make him a target for the offense.
Here's Lampley, and a miss there on the triple. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And here's Collins from outside.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And what a day on the glass for a guy who's given up a lot of size out on the floor.
Good, nice job down low.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Off target from outside. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. The Prophet passes to Collins. And Davis pulls it down.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And the first one comes. Weber, he's checked in for Mr. Fundamentals.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Now, here is Weber. He's tightly guarded. The three. Bangs home the trifecta. Weber's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, you get a little more space out there to operate, and that helps him find the room he needs.
Shoots from 12. Good as the jump shot falls.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
The Prophet passes to Collins. Here now is Weber. Pass to Bottoms. And it's sent back by Hill. Lampley guarded by Weber. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Here's the Prophet. And he banks in the layup. The Prophet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have. He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lampley. And it's off from three-point range. Gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Weber outside. Pass to Collins. Here's Money. Here's Bottoms. No good with the wing jumper.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Hill with it.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's the Prophet. Baseline jumper. No good that time.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Here's Hill.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And so they foul intentionally.
Davis. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he commits the intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. Fifth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. They both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Wide open. Weber pulls it in.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Taking 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And Davis gets it to go.
Assist goes to.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Guys, your thoughts?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
On the inbound, and there's the nice layup by Hill. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Davis in the corner. No good on the triple. Here's Collins, buried from 15 feet out. And so they get the victory here at home. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game.
Whoa, me who she be, I'm coming with it, show me.